one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
Hey, this that Eastside Johnny Big Redemption like. Know what I'm talking about? Hold up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah. Yeah. Get out the way, get out my way, yeah. Yeah. You either with me or against me, though. You either with me or win. Win, 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 win. Yeah. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win. These ops ain't. Win, 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 win. Start chasing that. Win, 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 win. Yeah. Big J Rock go. On 10, 10, 10, 10. Exit at 4. Bring friends. Matt Black 2 dope. Jump in. You might wanna keep score. I win, 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 win. Forearm tattoos. That's squad. All of them go. Don't try. I walk in room. They eyes wide. Third album come soon. I'm glad y'all gon' die. I ain't chasing after no. I got bigger plans than staying rich. I been tapped in since I was 6. I tap dance all on them. And your diamonds like tap water. That drip way too foggy. These VVS is way awesome. Park CLS for drop to your death without warning. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah. Get out the way, get out my way, yeah. You either with me or against me, though. You either with me or win. Win, 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 win. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win. These ops ain't. Win, 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 win. Start chasing that. Win, 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 win. You clowns really don't stay outside when I play outside. I put the beats on them like Dre outside. I got the bow side and LA outside. And if you act bad, I bring the outside. Go and get your money. None of my on some funny. I can tell real by who you're running with. I'm all in the field. Duck hunt. Hit my just the. And he was like, boop. Here. Knew just what it was. The whole and gave it back, boop. Yeah. 9/11, no mileage, baby. With no violence, baby. My got callous, baby. My bare knuckles got talent, baby. I'm all in the wind with it. On Deuce Line, I've been with it. She too fine, I've been crashed 2 times. I limo tinted my new ride. I'm riding with the 12 better not pull me over. Championship going dumb. Nothing to something.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Denver Broncos. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And the Ravens have got it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On 2nd down, Collins trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Gone!
Now Jackson on 1st down. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he'll go down at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Jackson drops it underneath for Collins. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
All right, now, look at 56.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Zach Kerr in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. It's a gain of 7 on the carry, but they'll need to double that here. It's 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Derek Wolfe in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Throwing on first down is Keenum. Left side here to Sanders. And bulldozing his way through. Keenum finding Sanders for a big one. 52 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now he'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson now, operating from the gun. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And that one is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Packers. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. First carry for Royce Freeman. Room to run past midfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. That one good for 33 and a first. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And they might think about going for it here, but it's still just the 2nd quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now a give to Collins. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, here's Jackson. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, receiver won in a big way.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson finding a safety valve here. That's complete. No gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10.
Green, 39.
Again, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Ravens on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. To throw again is Jackson. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Ty Montgomery, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens have broken the tie. And he puts it through. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchdown. Back as that sails over the inline. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And on the ground they go with a running back. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun on third down, Keenum. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
22!
On 1st down, Keenum. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Keenum finding Sanders for a big one. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Keenum. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Extra point from McManus is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. 2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing. And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd down, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point: get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They pitch it out to Collins. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And Sanders now to return. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Elsewhere, 2nd quarter in D.C. Early lead in that one for the Packers. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Keenum. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And an alley to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Crabtree as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Keenum. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Keenum will try again on 2nd down. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The final shot before the break. Keenum. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Now on the return, Brendan Langley. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Keenum to throw on second down. Steps away to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. A shotgun snap for Keenum. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Keenum to Sanders for the Denver first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Now a first down throw. Keenum looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Jackson now being chased out left. Now he's going to go deep down the trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And that interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again, flexing his muscle at the 30. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for the Ravens. 46 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They'll get 3 out of the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Look good, though. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run forward with Collins. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Play action. Now it's Keenum. And that's complete to Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore.
And this is taken in at the 5. Keenum finding Sanders for a big one. 53 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They ended up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
On 3rd down. It's Lindsey, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And McManus able to put it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Crabtree with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
53. 22. 22.
Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 54 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. To throw on second down is Keenum. Flush to his right. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now Keenum, gotta have this one. And that is incomplete. The linebacker C.J. Mosley there in coverage. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
On second down, here's Jackson. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
From the gun, Jackson. It finds Crabtree for the completion.
Oh, that's
what an Michael Crabtree's going to go. And all the way down to the 37. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Jackson certainly giving the Ravens a spark in his rookie year. He's got him on the move with a first down. Here's a first down run with Collins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Dancing to his left. There he goes inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. Second and inches.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
And again, it's Collins. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And even with that broken tackle, can't get very far. Stops short of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory.